All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Black Geek Energy.
Jerry, give us a better black than that. You
DeMarcus.
shortchanging us on the black, brother.
I mean, you shortchanged me on being here on time, so I can shortchange everybody on the black.
Wow.
And on today's episode, we're going to start off how we start off.
And I went in well before we started, but it took a little longer than I expected.
What you have to do?
I had to take a shit.
Okay, so let's talk about it. I be on here at least 5 minutes before. Most times it's 10 minutes before. So then this the waiting to get this started. It's just frustrating. I have to do it every single time. And it's even more frustrating I have to do it when we have a guest on.
You don't be having to do it every single time, and you ain't had to do it when we had a guest on in a minute. I be logging on. I be logging on a little early when we got guests.
You didn't last week?
Yes, I did.
With Jordan?
Yes. I think I logged on at like 12:25 or something like that.
No, we definitely talked to clear up the awkward space.
Because I
right here.
It was like 12:25, 12:27. And then I had to start because my shit wasn't working. Because when I first logged on, he hadn't even got on yet.
All right, well, DeMarcus, let's just start off let's start off this episode like you start off every episode. How has your previous week been?
It's been previous week. Been good. Like this past weekend was eventful. I heard the pool tournament. We got eliminated.
It doesn't matter how your previous week has been. Because so today's episode of we're going to be doing something a little bit differently.
No one can hear you while that music was playing.
I said it doesn't matter how your previous week has been, because on today's episode, we're going to do something just a little bit differently. DeMarcus, I think that it's widely known that you piss me off a lot on this show and on this podcast. So we're going to go back and talk about your previous week. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to institute a little game for myself. And on this game, I'm going to be taking a shot. I'm going to be taking this shot every time you do one of 3 days. And my goal is, and hopefully your goal too, is to have me survive the show. Okay? Yeah. So don't kill me. So I'm going to take a shot every time you say something confidently and it's wrong.
You say shit confidently and be wrong all the time.
No, I've never said nothing like Panera Bread Company and Atlanta Bread Factory were the same corporation. I've never said nothing like that. You said
stuff like that too.
Like what? Give me an example.
I can't remember. I don't hold on to your things like that.
Well, every time you say something confidently wrong, I'll take a shot.
Okay.
Every time you make a mature joke talking about your penis or having sex or anything like that, I'll just take a shot. Oh, because it's not that podcast.
You finna be drunk. It is that podcast. You said we talk about anime in our lives. Sex is a big part of my life.
We talk about geeky stuff in our life.
You don't think
is sex the only part of your life?
No, I said a big part. Okay. And you don't think people can geek out about sex?
No. No, I don't. Sex is very personal. I don't think that. Okay, I don't think that we can geek out about you having straight sex. So no.
Oh, but if it was gay sex, it would be okay.
If it was with a gay person,
Okay. I mean, okay.
the last thing I'm going to take a shot on is every
Feels very,
time, huh?
I said feels very straightest, but you know.
Of course. And I don't mind that.
Hmm.
Every time your camera messes up, I will take another shot. Or every time you have to adjust your camera.
I was just about to adjust it. And I
Every time, oh
um,
God.
I
And
do
he's adjusting. So let me go ahead.
something like this.
Go ahead. And I will be doing
Yeah.
some fireball.
And y'all can see the body. Yeah.
And just to let you know, I haven't taken shots in like over a year.
Ooh, Jared, you about to be slutty drunk.
Um, so this is my first shot
Does
because
that count as a does that count as a sex joke? Because I said you're gonna be slutty drunk.
DeMarcus, don't play with me. As I said before, I'm trying to survive the podcast. So don't play with me.
I'm excited for this game.
I'm not.
Your goal might be to survive. My goal is to get you as drunk as possible.
Don't do that.
I want the people to see you drunk.
Okay. Well, I've
Because
never been drunk.
Jared.
Can I just take this shot, please?
Please, you can.
Okay.
And we are on our way, folks. Welcome to Black Geek Energy, where we get Jared drunk.
All right. So
Liddy
my
like a
first shot is down. We're gonna go back and I'm gonna ask you once again, how has your previous week has been? And Marcus, make sure that you put a little bit of pep in your step, a little something in your voice. You can inflate every other syllable. Just make it sound interesting. Because this is for the people. And you
the interesting part.
and it's like your previous week hasn't been interesting because you're not saying like you're saying it like, oh, my previous weekend been that's how you sound. So
I mean, every week ain't no banger, bro. It's not a
okay, well, make it sound like a banger.
But anyway, so we had the pool tournament. We got eliminated like first round. Um, and you know I don't know. I don't know why we got eliminated first round. Like my first match, my first game in our first match, we was playing this other team, and I guess they were pretty good. My first game, I was doing good. I was playing up like 2 levels. I'm a 3. I was playing as a 3, which is a whole different thing that I want to go into. In that the rules, you know, they give us skill levels in this pool league, 1 through 9. Um, 1 being the lowest, 9 being the highest.
Oh, you're a 3.
I'm getting to it. So I started out in the league as a 3. Everybody, when you join, they make you a 3, and then you work your way up or down based on your skill level. I had dropped all the way to a 1 at one point, and I worked my way up to a 3 recently, maybe like sometime last season. And then I lost and went right back down to a 2. So I was only a 3 for like a week at most. I was only
Wait, so 1 is the highest you can be and 9 is the lowest?
no. 1 is the lowest. Like 1 is
Okay.
like you kind of suck, bro. Um,
Oh,
Yeah, 9 is the highest. 9 is like you go on 9-ball runs every time, and you could carry a game by yourself.
okay.
Um, so I had became a 3. I was a 3 for like a week, and then I went back down to a 2. So I've most consistently been a 2. Um, and I'm really good as a 2. Um,
But that's like second to the lowest. So is that something you want to tell people?
anyway, um,
I'm being for real. Like,
I don't mind. Like a lot of folks be like, "Oh, you're a 2." Like if your team, if something happens, like you could come join our team because low level skill players are valuable because there's like a whole bunch of other rules about like skill caps and your team can't be this much better numerically than the other team. But for the tournament, this tournament in particular, the World Qualifier that we had this weekend, um, the rules were, and it was like, for this tournament, you must enter your players as one of the following. And one of them is like the highest skill level that they have played in an official APA league match, the highest skill level that, or the highest skill level that the player and the team agrees that they can play at, or the highest skill level that they have played in a tournament or something like that. And it was like five different caveats. And I was like, why do they word this like this? And I was like, I've been a two most of the time, and it doesn't seem right that I should play as a three if I was only a three for like a week during league play. That's not like my most consistent skill level. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't, but continue. It's a lot of sports jargon and a lot of stuff was going on. I didn't know what was happening, what you were talking about. Just, I'm sure that our listeners did. I
Okay,
don't
but
know.
anyway, long story short, three is not my most consistent skill level, but I did play as a three in a tournament because that is the highest skill level that I have reached in regular league play. But I was doing pretty good. I was playing as a three. I played a five, and I was beating them low key. Because different skill levels need a different amount of points to win. I needed 25 points to win the game. He needed like 38. So at like when he was at like 9 points, I think I had like 11, and I kept like this small lead until like toward the, like, I want to say like mid game, and then it's like he just warmed up and woke up and like he's like, oh yeah, I'm a five. Let me start playing like it, and start crushing shit. But we didn't get to finish the game
Mm.
because not every other, but like my other teammates had lost enough to where the other team had enough points to win the match. So they was like, oh yeah, like y'all can stop. Y'all don't have to finish y'all game. They got 53 points and 3 wins. Let's keep it moving. So that's
So is they y'all all play at the same time?
some of us. So like I think at most we'll have like two people playing at the same time from the same team. Yeah. And
Okay.
so the second match, like after that, I felt unsatisfied. I was like, damn, I was playing this dude. I was doing real well. I was like, I think I could have like came back and whooped his ass. And that would have been very, satisfying for me, but I was denied. So our next match came around and I was like, look, I'm playing fucking first because I I need like resolution. I need to rectify this. So I turn my music on, like I get on the jukebox playing some songs, and I like crush it, Jared. I fucking kill it. Um, but I was playing a three, so we were both threes. So we both needed 25 points to win a game. I ended up winning the game like 25-7.
Okay. So you play like 3 6 Mafia or something?
Yeah, I did play a 3 6 Mafia song. I play I gotta stay fly.
Okay.
Academy Award winners. Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you played what's that song? It's like fight, 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 fight,
I know that song.
fight, 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 fight,
That's the
fight,
that's the only
fight.
word. That's the only word. So
That's the only part I know. The part at the beginning. It's about to be some here now. Yeah, that's the only part I know.
Maybe we're not thinking of the same song. Hmm. But anyway, so went out Friday night, hung out with my boy Evan. This was before the tournament. Because the tournament was Saturday and Sunday. Hung out with my boy Evan. Um, he recently, left the company, so I was like just trying to kick it with him and make sure he was good. Uh, we ended up going to like this run club social, and so I'm going in thinking like, oh, like I'm gonna meet a bunch of like runners. No, not at all. Apparently this is just like a social gathering. So I'm meeting a lot of like socially awkward people who are like trying to force themselves to be social. But there were also some cool people there. But it was like when we walked in, I very quickly noticed that people were only talking to me because I was with Evan. And Evan's like, white guy, like 5'10", blonde hair, blue eyes. Like whenever we go out with Evan, me and my friends. Whenever we go out with Evan, Evan always gets attention. Some girl is always trying to talk to Evan. We used to go out with Evan and his ex girlfriend. And like we'll be at the club and girls will like trying to like pull Evan and dance with him, and his girlfriend will have to pop up and be like, that's my man. No, that's
Mhm.
not what's popping around here.
So Evan is fine. Let me see his Instagram.
My phone is as my camera, and I don't wait. Maybe I can log on to Instagram from the computer.
Let me see his Instagram. Let me see his Instagram since he's so fine.
I didn't say that. I said that he gets a lot of attention from women.
Since he is so fine, let me go ahead and see his Instagram. And people
I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm gonna send you a link.
send me a link on my phone
Uh, um.
on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I can just send it to you on Instagram. I can just share his profile with you. Why is share on Instagram not an option on Instagram when it comes to sharing somebody's profile? That's weird.
Oh my God, just say it out loud.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I ain't finna put my boy out there like that.
It's his Instagram. He probably wants people to follow him.
He was like the social media manager at work, so maybe there could be some truth to that. But I'm gonna just send you this link. Not now. I don't want notifications, especially not on my computer. Uh,
Mhm.
boom, boom. There you go. Uh, so
Okay, so let's see how fine he is.
and then and then
Okay, so
Saturday.
his profile is fly. He does. It's not that. I mean, maybe if I was white, I would see it. But his profile is actually blocked, so
Oh, it's like private.
yeah, it's private.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Am I lagging to you?
no.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, your camera messed up.
Hmm,
Lord,
hmm, 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 hmm. Let me
you need
see.
to actually get a new computer
What do you mean?
because I switched from my um, MacBook Pro to my um, gaming laptop that I don't use no more, and
Okay.
all my camera issues are done. Like I don't have camera issues anymore.
I just decreased the frame rate a little bit. Maybe that'll help. But yeah,
Okay,
so and then Saturday,
I'm starting to feel this. So
ooh,
talk
2
fast.
shots in.
I haven't drunken in a while.
Jared, this is rookie numbers. This is not who you are.
I
You
haven't
used to
drunk
take
in a
so many
while
shots in
because like
college.
no, I didn't take shots in college. I carried my own bottle of Ciroc and poured from that bottle. So that's shots, I guess. But I
Yeah,
didn't like
yeah. I was about to say, well, how is this not shots? What are we talking about? What are you mixing it with? Because if nothing,
nothing.
um, but yeah. So Saturday after the tourney, hung out with one of my teammates a little bit, gave him some like dating advice. That was pretty dope. Me and him you know, got to bond a little bit through that. And then went out with went and hung out with one of my exes, and it was not bad.
Does your current girlfriend know that
Yeah,
it's one of your
yeah, she
and
was
then
cool.
what happened?
Like I told her, nothing. Like we hung out, we walked and talked a lot, which I didn't expect. I thought we was gonna like go out and just like kind of like party a little bit, dance. You know what I'm saying? She don't drink, so I thought we was gonna just go out. We gonna party, and then we gonna call it. But we ended up just like walking and talking, just like catching up with each other's lives, like who we're dating now, um, and and kind of like just rehashed some stuff, some conversations that we had when we were breaking up.
Mm.
Hmm.
And how are things now?
They're cool. I mean, yeah, they're cool. I think we can like. I think we can probably hang out a little more. We'll see how it goes because
So you did
because being full transparency, I had been like avoiding. After we broke up, she was like, "Oh, Demarcus, I would like to be friends I don't want to lose you out my life, etc., etc. And I was like, I'm not really interested in being your friend because we did not have a friendship at the start, so we will be building a new friendship. And I don't know if that's what I'm looking for with you.
Mm, yeah, I remember that one.
Mhm.
So you didn't smash?
Mm-mm.
You didn't want to?
I didn't smash Jared.
Because this is the one that you were like, I doesn't like giving head.
Whoa. No.
Oh, it wasn't that one?
No. I don't know. I think I know who you're talking about, but no,
Uh, okay. Oh. So
no.
she likes giving head. Because you like receiving head a
I
lot.
think we're you just was getting on me about how this is not a sexual
Oh
podcast.
yeah, let me
You
take a
asked me
shot.
like hella sexual questions.
No,
Trying
I'm
to,
oh no, I'm clarifying. I'm clarifying.
trying to know where my wee wee at.
Is it detachable? Did you
you
hide it in
trying
the
you trying to know
cubbyhole?
where you trying to figure out where my wee wee be at.
Is it detachable, Demarcus? What are you talking about? Where's your wee wee at?
You trying to figure out where it be at. What I be doing with it.
No, because you said that one of your exes did not like giving head and you liked receiving head, and you were like,
I
I gotta
don't
tell this girl that we gotta end it if she don't give me
she ain't
some
trying
head right now.
if she ain't trying to yummy this gummy.
So it wasn't her.
No.
Okay, so that was
Mm. If I have dated women who had the attitude like I don't like giving head when we started dating, that attitude did not sustain through the relationship. At some point they got on the head train.
okay. So that was a clarifying question, not you making a mature joke. So I do
Mm.
not take
I feel like I've made a lot of mature jokes and you just haven't been taking the shots. Like I said, Liddy like a titty earlier. That didn't count?
no because I didn't get it the first time. So
Mm.
I
Okay.
have to, it has to be immediate. But
Ah, it's gotta hit you the right way. Okay.
and was is Liddy like a titty a joke?
Cardi B says it. It's still
Okay.
going.
Okay. Well. All right, Demarcus.
How was your weekend? Or how's your
Oh,
week, Jared?
girl. Oh, girl. Um, my week, it's been uneventful.
Mhm,
It's been really uneventful. I've
mhm.
been on my treadmill. I pumped it up to 2.6, so
Okay.
better there. Um, I watched some movies.
Mhm.
Um,
What
last
movies?
one movie that I saw that is not going to be in my pick of the week is Killer of Killers. It
Mm.
is the animated anthology of the predator or predators
Mhm.
coming to Earth to fight some people throughout history. So,
Mm.
and then it ends, and it's like a whole interconnecting story. So,
What's that on?
Hulu.
Okay, nice. I might check that
Mhm.
out. Killer of Killers. All
Yeah,
right.
check it out. Check it out. But really, besides applying for jobs, sleeping, trying to make it through Expedition 33 because I they say to make it to the end of Act One, and I'm just so bored.
Mm. I haven't played it in a while either, but I have a coworker and we talk about that game a lot, and he's already beat it. Like he
Yeah,
beat it weeks ago.
yeah,
And he was telling me that it's a bit of a shorter game for the type of game it is. Like
yeah,
yeah, for like it's not like 100-hour game.
yeah. I mean,
I think it's more
yeah,
like
but
70, I think he told me.
35.
35. Whoa, way lower.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just get sleepy, and I just be wanting to do other things when I
That's
play it.
okay.
So,
Yeah,
like
that's
I
not what.
can't.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But you're streaming it, so of course you want to do other things because it's not even. It's lagging.
I mean, it don't. It depends on when I play. Like if I'm playing like at night when everybody's using the internet, yeah, it's gonna lag a little bit. But if I play like during the day on the weekend, or if I pick the right night, like it's usually pretty good. Is my point. But
Yeah, and on Xbox, I can crossplay between my PC and my Xbox. So,
Mhm,
like, I was playing on my Xbox,
mhm.
but I'm sorry to play on my PC where I just pump up the cheats and try to. get
Wow.
over this like expeditiously because it's not fun for me. I just need to get to the fun part and go. But yeah, nothing's going on in my world for
You got to cheat to beat a pirate. That plays in my
yeah.
head all the time.
Miss
I be
Geraldine.
I be at work. I be at the pool league. I be at the pool games. Like I'm like, you gotta cheat to beat me, motherfucker.
All right, DeMarcus, this is the part of the show where
Oh wait,
we
wait. I got a couple more things.
okay. I mean, why didn't you say it during your
Because I didn't
segment?
remember it, and then I remembered.
Okay.
So I've been doing this like intermittent fasting thing, and like been on this like weight loss journey. Yeah,
Mhm.
Jerry, I've officially lost 20 pounds.
Okay.
Weighed myself earlier this week, and I'm 169.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy.
Yes. What's the other thing?
Yeah, boy. You had said something that made me think of something. Yeah. When I ended up hanging out with my ex, it was actually like after I had it was after the pool. We lost the pool tournament, got kicked out. I went and had drinks with uh
Evan.
not that was Friday night. I went and had drinks with one of my coworkers who's also on the pool team. And then I was like, ooh, I was like, instead of going I was like, oh, instead of like trying to go out, I should go home and just chill, like make dinner, play video games. But I just really didn't want to, man. That was the other thing I was gonna say.
So you were saying about Evan how people were only talking to you because he was there, and
That's
then
what it felt like.
okay.
Because like people would come up, they will like, and like they will angle their bodies toward him, and then they would like turn to me like, oh hey, you know, my name's so and so, and then like to me it felt very obvious that this conversation was for Evan.
Mm.
hmm
All right, so this is the time of the show where we actually give a shout out to our favorite sponsor, Movie Pass.
Movie pass.
DeMarcus, can you please tell them about the lovely benefits of getting a Movie Pass subscription?
Absolutely. So I may be so bold. MoviePass is a subscription-based service that allows users to watch multiple movies in theaters for a monthly fee. So you're paying one time, going to see more than one movie. It's paying for itself after the first month. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was designed to make movie going more affordable, more accessible, offering plans that like enable you to see a certain number of movies per month based on like how many credits you have, and how you in which movies you go see. Of course, like um, Friday night, Thursday night premiere is going to cost more credits than like a Tuesday matinee of a movie that's been in the theaters for like 3 weeks or something like that. So typically you're gonna receive your little MasterCard, your Movie Pass card, which is a MasterCard, in the mail, and you can use it like a debit card while you're at the theater. You do have to go into the app and unlock it, but other than that, it's easy peasy.
So, do you use the physical card or do you just use the numbers? Because I just use the numbers in the app.
I do just use the numbers in the app ever since we've been sponsored by them. Or when I had my account, I did have a physical card and I would use it. And when we first switched over to being sponsored, I was trying to use the physical card, but it didn't work. And that's when I can't remember his name, but the customer support guy had to fix me up with a new account. hmm
All right, so this week I'm going to give a shout out to one of the best movies that I've seen and one of the contenders for Best Movie of the Year for the Jardo Award 2025.
hmm hmm
I'm really feeling this drink.
Mm.
Yes,
Yes,
and
there.
this movie is called Straw. It is a new movie by Tyler Perry. It
Oh,
is
I've
on,
heard of this.
yes, it is on Netflix. It's starring Taraji B. Henson and
I love a good Taraji movie.
Sherry Shepherd and even
Okay.
Sinbad. You don't know who Sherry Shepherd is?
Mm-mm.
From The View. And Sinbad even makes a surprise guest appearance. I love how he brings back all of the legends. But this was such a good movie. The first 30 minutes Child. So what's it about? It's about this mother who was going through probably one of the worst, horrible, no good, very bad days of her life. This
Mhm.
is really a bad day for her. And she eventually snaps and something happens. And she goes to cash her check that she got from her job.
Mhm.
And people think it's a stick up.
Wow.
The police get involved. And the police is played by Tiana Taylor, who has the most amazing body, by the way.
Mhm. Mhm.
Still, like if I have anything in the world, it would be Tiana Taylor's body.
Mm.
And so Tiana Taylor in this movie is playing a
Like, would y'all switch bodies, or would you just take her body from her and she has no body now?
oh yeah, no, I don't need nobody in my body, but I'll just take her body. But in this movie, it was kind of weird because she was a cop in full glam, like
Mm.
the fullness of her uh Facebook and all of her stuff was fitted. And cops don't have fitted stuff.
Mhm.
But she looked amazing as usual. But it was a very good, very, very extremely good movie, and everybody needs to see it. I love that movie. It's already on my nominees for best movie for 2025.
All right, now shout out TP and TPJ. No, H.
Hey. And Tyler Perry and Sriracha
I
and
said
Tiana
TP
Taylor
and TP was Tyler Perry. TPH is Taraji P. Henson
and TT.
and TT.
So do you have anything that you want to put them on to this week?
Man, I actually don't, man. Oh well,
Better make something up right
if we
now.
can do restaurants,
Oh, okay. Restaurants in San Francisco?
yeah, yeah. Well, it's in San Jose, or like Milpitas, San Jose area. Um,
That's pissing me off. So I'm gonna take another drink because you had all week to think of things that you want to put people on to, and you haven't even came up with one. So I'm gonna
'Cause
take another.
all I've been watching for real is Hinamaru Sumo.
So why isn't that the pick of the week?
Because I did that one last week.
No, you didn't.
I didn't tell you. I feel like I've told y'all about. I told the audience about Hinamaru Sumo when I started watching it.
What is that about?
It's a sumo wrestling anime, like a sports
You
anime.
haven't said anything about sumo wrestling
Really?
anime. Oh my God, DeMarcus, do you pay attention to what you say on this podcast?
Sometimes.
Taking my shot. You are really pissing me off right now.
Shot number three. Shot number three. Yes, Jared. Yes. Let the alcohol flow through you.
So anyway, what are you putting them on to this week?
So, put on Hinamaru Sumo. I think it's called Hinamaru Sumo. I hope I'm saying it right. Um, but it's a sports anime about sumo wrestling, and it's really good. Like the main character is like he was like a sumo wrestling. He was like a real talented. He is a really talented sumo wrestler. And in like elementary school and middle school, he was like really good. Or in elementary school, he was really good and got up to a point where he was like almost one of the like almost a elementary school yokozuna or something like that. You know, yokozuna is like the top sumo man.
I don't.
Well, I just told you. Yeah, you know, a yokozuna is the top sumo man. But it's Hinomaru Sumo. Yeah, I was saying it right. Okay, but then he like everyone he gets to middle school, everyone else is having these growth spurts and getting bigger, and he's not. So he stays short, and so he loses to somebody, and then he gets like this master who's like, hey. You need to stop competing, and for the next 3 years, just work on your body and work on your sumo wrestling technique. Um, because you're not growing. And for you to stay competitive, you're gonna have to really, you're gonna have to really put in some work. And so he does. He gets to high school, I want to say, and he's trying to go to like the top high school for sumo wrestling, which is crazy to say out loud that there's a high school that's like sumo wrestling is our sport, and this is what we known for. Um, but he ends up going to this like sort of like no name school, and he's like because he makes a friend there in the beginning of the show. So they like put together a team, and it's dope. It's like a very much like coming of age friendship.
Oh my god.
Let's like we're getting like we're learning and growing together and helping each other uh with our flaws as we learn sumo wrestling together. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, you have never talked about this.
really.
Really, in our anime that you're watching, in the recap of anime that you're watching, in any of the picks of
Hmm.
the weeks, you have never talked about this show.
Huh, I thought I did. Okay.
You must have been talking to Evan because you haven't been talking to us since he's your best friend. So,
I don't talk to Evan about anime. I don't think Evan watches anime.
well, you were talking to somebody and it
Mm.
wasn't us
I,
on this show. So,
I probably put it in my head to say it.
Mhm.
I made a mental note and I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it next time on the podcast. And then we had the podcast, and then I didn't. And then I was like, oh, I must have talked about it since I've been watching this show. I'm like 20 episodes deep, and we've had like a few, podcast episodes. But man,
You never mentioned this show.
I'm glad you told me I've never mentioned it. So I did have something to put the people on to. Hinomaru Sumo.
God, you are pissing me off. And if
You want me to
I
take a
did
shot?
already, I already took a shot for being pissed off for the
Okay.
sumo thing, and my head is feeling kind of woozy right now. So
Mhm,
I'm not going to take another shot for the same thing.
mhm.
But Demarcus, do you have a fun and easy game this week?
I have a fun game.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
fast
So
paced
if you don't
game.
have a fun and easy game, we can skip it.
No, no,
We
no,
can skip it.
no, no,
We
no,
have
no, no, no,
10
no, no,
minutes
no, no, no.
because
No,
this
no, no,
a
no, no, no,
fun
no,
and
no,
easy.
no, no. No, no,
Okay.
no, no, no. And it is gonna be kind of easy. You don't have to think too hard.
Marcus, I can't think it all right
Okay, great.
now. Oh
It'll
my
be easy
god.
peasy. So if it's your first time joining us, the way the games work is Demarcus is the king of games around here, the judge, jury, and executioner of all questions, answers, winners, and losers. Today's game, um, it's going to be quick fire, Jared. I haven't really thought of a name for it. But it's going to be a quick fire game. I am going to tell you, or I'm going to let you choose. Either I tell you the actor's name and you tell me what character they played, or I tell you the character's name and you tell me what actor they played. And it's quick. So it's like I tell you the name, you tell me the name. I tell you the name, you tell me the name. If you don't know, pass, and we going quick.
I want to pass on this whole experience.
It'll be fun, Jared. Believe in yourself.
Because you already know how I am with names. I don't know these people.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
I don't know
So
these people. We can do, I don't know. And we'll just do the I tell you because I don't know the actor, so
yeah.
it's
So you want to
better
tell
that
me?
I would know the character. So
Okay.
I guess that.
And to be fair, Jared, like this is going to be like there. I do have like a spread of difficulty here. Um, and I'll even give you a little look under the hood, as it were, in that the names are in sets of five, and every fifth one is super easy, and they get easier the closer we get to the every fifth one. So five is real easy, 10 is real easy, 15 is real easy, etc., etc. But like number one might be kind of hard. Number six might be kind of hard.
Just do it, Demarcus.
You
Just
ready?
let the embarrassment happen.
You ready?
Like, yeah, just whatever. It's gonna
Okay.
be embarrassing anyway, so I don't even care.
Okay. And here we
Go.
I am telling you the actor, you are telling me the character. Yes?
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Mark
Number one.
Wahlberg.
Number one,
This
Naomi Harris.
looks Naomi Harris.
Hmm.
Who is that?
Come on, quick fire. Quick fire.
Who is Naomi Harris?
Either you passing or we going. Either you passing or we going. Quick
All right,
fire.
so I'm not gonna pass, but Naomi Harris, was that the Zatanna, the voice actor for Zatanna?
Okay. Daniel Day Kim.
Daniel Day Kim, Korean actor. I know that much. Squid Games. Squid
Mm-hmm.
Games guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kumail
You're not
Nanjiani.
gonna tell me? You're not gonna tell me
Kumail
I'm right or wrong?
Kumail Kumail Nanjiani.
Parks and Recreation guy.
Okay. Karen Fukuhara.
Are you not gonna tell me? No, okay. Kumail was on Last Week Tonight. And who was the last one?
So that's your answer, Last Week Tonight?
Yeah, Last Week Tonight.
Okay. So they're all comic book characters or superhero characters.
No, but no, 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 no,
I
no,
thought
no,
that part would have been the obvious
no,
Black Geek Energy.
no, 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 no. You said you named the actor. I named what they were in. I can name anything that they were in.
No, name the comic book or superhero character.
You can't change the rules.
I'm not changing the rules. These are the rules the entire time, and I thought you would understand that. Hey, shut your drunk ass up.
You didn't say that.
Number four.
Faster.
Number four. Karen
Okay. Kumail was in the Eternals.
Okay. What was the character?
Oh God, he was the black one, the one who was a superstar. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
He also played his same character in What If
Okay.
against Agatha.
Okay. But you don't remember his name. Cool. Karen Fukuhara is number four.
I don't know. Aquaman.
Mm.
Since they're all comic book.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, Killmonger.
See, told you every fifth one, hella easy.
God. Cause that's the only black person that you named so far. Name another black person, DeMarcus. Or black.
I got you. I got you. All of these are people of color, but I got you. Gemma Chan.
I said black. Gemma Chan.
Gemma Chan.
I don't know. The she was in Shanghai in the 9 and 10 rings. You are pissing me off.
Another shot? Jay Hernandez.
It feels weird.
You over there drinking Fireball. Jay Hernandez.
Jay Hernandez. Blue Beetle.
Okay. Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson was in I don't know, Doctor Strange. I don't know. Are you not gonna tell me?
Randall Park.
Lando Park? Randall Park? Is it Lando or Rando? DeMarcus, stop pissing me off.
Randall.
You said it was Okay, Randall Park. Randall Park? P-A-K?
P-A-R-K.
Oh, Park. It wouldn't matter because I still wouldn't know. I'm just gonna say Invincible. Oh, Invincible! Invincible! He's invincible, right? He's invincible.
Number 10, Zendaya.
Zendaya, Gwen Stacy. Or Mary Jane. What are the ones that like that child?
Louis Tan.
Shanghai. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi? Is that what you're trying to say?
Shut up, DeMarcus.
I'm like, why he keep saying Shanghai? Okay. He was Shang-Chi or he was in the movie Shang-Chi?
He was. He was.
Okay. Javicia Leslie.
Oh, I know that. Oh, Batgirl. And she went to Hampton.
There you go. Look at you. All right. Iman Vellani.
Iman Vellani?
Or it could be Iman. I don't know. I don't know what
you just said it could be Iman, and you said Iman before.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say Black Panther. I don't.
Hmm. Letitia Wright.
Oh, I should know this one. Oh yeah. Letitia Wright. She was Shuri.
Hmm. Oscar Isaac.
Okay. I'm thinking like Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Because wasn't he like the games master or something?
Hmm. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy. That's your
Yeah.
okay. All right. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. Simu Lu.
Uh, Simu Lu.
Hmm. Or Simon
Um,
Lu.
how do you spell it?
Simu.
Simu. I don't know. I'm
Okay,
gonna
we can
say
pass.
I'm gonna say he was in Shanghai. Shanghai.
He.
Shang-Chi.
So he was in Shang-Chi or he is Shang-Chi?
No, Louis Tam was Shang-Chi. He
Mm.
was in Shang-Chi.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, congratulations. This is
Uh,
over yet.
Benedict
This
Wong.
Benedict Wong. Oh,
Mhm.
that's Strangest Helper. Strangest Helper.
Mm.
Um Strange, the Strange movie, Strangest Helper.
Okay.
Is this
Zazie,
over yet?
Zazie Beats.
Zazie Beats? Oh, Domino. Domino,
Oh,
the
Jared,
Deadpool
look at
movie.
you.
See, I know the black people.
Chloe Bennett.
Not you making that face. Chloe Bennett?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Captain America? I
Hmm.
don't know. Well, no, the Avengers. The
Hmm.
Avengers in game.
Hmm. Okay. Halle Berry.
Is this over yet? Halle Berry was Ariel.
I think you're thinking of. I think you think I said
Haley
uh,
Berry.
Haley Chloe. No.
That's not her. Her last name is
Haley.
Berry. And the answer to yes
Halle Berry.
is Haley Berry.
No.
Haley Berry was
So I'm not
Ariel.
talking about
Halle
Haley.
Berry was Catwoman. And stop yelling at me, Demarcus.
All right. We're almost done. Coming
Thank
down,
God.
winding it down. Sasha Callie.
Sasha Cal. I've never heard that name in my life.
Mm,
Avengers Endgame.
mm-hmm. Mm, Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Yes, Yaya. I love you. Yaya, I love you. I love you, Yaya. He was Hawkman in the
He was whom?
he was Hawkman in Black Adam, and he was the blue guy in Watchmen.
So which one?
Because he played both. He played
All right,
both.
all right, all right, all right. So I
Both of
well,
them are comic book characters. Did you say comic book characters?
I did.
Okay, so he played both, so I get 2 points.
We'll see. Okay.
And he played, he's going to play Wonder Man in the upcoming Wonder Man show.
Okay. Cool. Jessica Alba.
That's Luke Cage's wife. Um, no, that's Elektra.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, Gladiator.
Hmm.
Gladiator was a comic book.
Chadwick Boseman.
T'Challa.
Mhm. All right. Tessa Thompson.
Sessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson. Oh, that was the green guy, the green girl in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wesley Snipes.
Blade.
Mm-hmm.
How long is this? Oh my god.
Terrence Howard.
War Machine.
I'll take it. Jamie Foxx.
Electro. I know all the black people.
And then Anthony Mackie.
The new Captain America. He previously played Falcon.
Mm-hmm. Great, great.
Okay.
All right. That is all of the questions here. It was 30 of them, so you know. And I
It
thought
lasted for the whole hour. We can't even get to the topic.
it was did it last an hour? I feel like you had because it was supposed to be quick fire. I give you your name, you give me a name, and you got all this extra stuff going on. Who is that? What are you talking about? What is that?
I don't sound like that, you bastard. Are you being homophobic right now?
Being Jared phobic.
And it's Pride Month too, so
Happy Pride Month.
You need to say no. You can't say it's 7 days late. So you don't really care about Pride Month.
It's all month. I got all month.
No, you're supposed to say it at the beginning of the month. You are supposed to say it at the beginning of the month. So can you tell me what I got right and wrong, please?
Absolutely. We're gonna go back to the list. Okay. All right. Going back to the list, starting from the top. The first name I gave you was Naomi Harris. You said Zatanna. She played Shriek in Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Daniel Day. Listen now, Daniel Day Kim. You said he was in Squid Games. He was Ben Daimo in Hellboy.
What?
Kumail Nanjiani. You said he was in the Eternals. I gave you half credit. He was Kingo in the Eternals. Karen Fukuhara. She was Kimiko in The Boys. Michael B. Jordan, you got that one. Eric Killmonger. Gemma Chan was Cersei in the Eternals. You said she was. I can't even remember what I was. You said she was Shuri. No. No, Shang-Chi, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember what I wrote here. You said some nonsense.
Wait. What was the original name?
What you said? The answer you gave?
Yeah. No, what's the answer? No, what's the question?
Gemma Chan.
Oh.
Yeah. She was Cersei in The Eternals. Jay Hernandez was El Diablo in Suicide Squad, the guy with the fire. Rosario Dawson was Claire Temple in Marvel Netflix. Randall Park was Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man. Zendaya was MJ in Spider-Man. You got that one right after a look. Louis Tan was Cole Young in Mortal Kombat. Javicia Leslie was Batman. You got that one right. You said Batgirl, but I gave it to you because I feel like you knew you were talking about. Iman Vellani
did not say Batgirl.
You did say Batgirl. Iman Vellani is Miss Marvel. Letitia Wright is Shuri. You got that one right. Oscar Isaac is Moon Knight. Or I would have accepted Spider-Man 2099 from the animated joint. Simu Liu was Shang-Chi. That's number 16. I gave you half credit because you had already said Louis Tan was Shang-Chi. And you said that Simu Liu was in the movie Shang-Chi, which is true, half credit. Benedict Wong is Wong from Doctor Strange. You couldn't remember his name, but you remember he was in Doctor Strange, half credit. Zazie Beetz is Domino. You got that one right. Chloe Bennett was Daisy Johnson and Quake in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Halle Berry is Storm.
And Catwoman. No!
And Catwoman. And Catwoman. Hold on. Let me finish, my nigga. Damn. Okay, calm your drunk ass down. Halle Berry was Storm and Catwoman. So I gave you credit for that one. Sasha Cally was Supergirl in The Flash. She was the first Latin Supergirl.
What?
Mhm. Yahya
White
Abdul
Supergirl.
Yahya Abdul Mateen II was Black Manta in Aquaman.
And
I looked it up and I didn't see none of that other stuff you said.
Yaya was in Watchmen because his dick was in Watchmen. I'll never forget it. He was in Watchmen.
He was in the Watchmen TV series.
I said the Watchmen TV series. And I said that, so I get full points.
I'll give you credit for that one.
Gryffindor.
I'll give you credit for that one. Yeah,
7 points to Gryffindor.
absolutely. Hold on. Let me find a place. Let me find my place here. Um,
I'll never forget his sexy butt.
it was number 22, which is right here. Cool. Yeah. All right. Great. Where was he, Hawkman?
That may not have been him.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down, and that was wrong. But you
Who
did
was
say,
it?
but you did say he was in Watchmen, so I guess have credit for that.
No, I get full credit. I
'Cause you
get
said-
full credit because you said comic
You
book
said the
characters.
blue guy, and his name is not the blue guy. His name is Dr. Manhattan.
Oh my God, DeMarcus. Oh my God. You're pissing me off. I gotta take a drink.
23, Jessica Alba. She was Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four.
That
George,
hasn't even came out yet.
this is a 2005 Fantastic Four, bro, and the 2007 one. George Clooney was Batman, which I couldn't believe you didn't get.
Ain't nobody checking for those white folks.
Chadwick Boseman was T'Challa. You got that one right. And in the final five here, Tessa Thompson was Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok. Wesley Snipes is Blade. You got that one right. Terrence Howard is War Machine, aka James Rhodey. Jamie Foxx is Electro. You got that one right as well. And then Anthony Mackie is Captain America, the Falcon, Sam Wilson.
So that's 2 points.
No, still 1 point. It's still one character.
Okay, well.
All right, so.
Well, no, it's 2 characters because I said 2 names, so. So you need to do something.
You got 13 points, Jared. Almost
no,
half.
I actually got 27 points, so.
You got almost half of those. That was pretty good. How did you like that game? How did that one sit with you?
Like that game was dumb because it wasn't
fast-paced game.
That game, it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair.
Okay, well, we won't do nothing like that no more.
Because you have to show a picture.
Or maybe that's what I'll do next time. I'll like get the pictures. Because as I was making it, I was like, this might be easier for him with the pictures.
Because Louis Tan was Shatterstar in Deadpool.
Did you look that up just now?
No.
Okay, because Louis Tan was Cole Young in Mortal Kombat.
And he was Shatterstar in Deadpool. You didn't know that?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny. You didn't know that because you were doing.
But that's not what you said. So
well, that's what I meant.
Said he was Shang-Chi.
That's what I meant.
Way off, but yeah. Cool, Jared. I think you did pretty good in that game, bro. Like some of those sections, like the last section, you got all of them except one. Like you guessed them all right except Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie in that last section.
Who did I say? I said Valkyrie.
No. You said she was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
She was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I can double check it.
She was in Guardians of the Galaxy, the last one. Yep, because she was with who is she?
Wait a minute. Yeah, well, yeah, she's Valkyrie.
Yeah, she's Valkyrie, and she was in.
But that's not what you said.
I said Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because I thought she was Valkyrie in Thor.
She is Valkyrie in Thor, but she was also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I keep all the Thor stuff keep coming up. Hold on, wait a minute. All right. Valkyrie is part of the MCU. She has not been featured in any of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. You tried it. You tried it.
And I actually said that she was in Avengers Endgame, which she was in.
No, you said she was number 26 and you said Guardians of the Galaxy. I took notes.
You don't know what I said. You bastard.
You
You
said Sasha Callie was in
a bastard.
Jerry, I think this might have been the wrong episode for you to get drunk on because now we got to go to the topic and you got to tell us about some superheroes.
First of all, I've never been drunk in my life. Okay.
Y'all get in the comments and tell Jerry he's drunk right now.
Why they have to be in the comics? I'm telling you that I've never been drunk. I know about me. So why don't you tell me?
Pull up the chat.
DeMarcus, they're talking on TikTok right now. So they're saying I've never been drunk in my life.
Pull up the chat.
So and KJ said I've never been drunk my whole life when he was on the show. So you're a liar.
KJ never said that.
He did. DeMarcus, you're pissing me off.
Take another shot.
No, so DeMarcus, tell me a superhero. Gosh, my head feels woozy. Tell me a superhero, and I will tell you how they're doing in comics.
Mm-hmm.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. How many have I done?
The first one I think it's like your fifth shot.
No, this is more than 5.
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Okay.
We've seen Dr. Voodoo show up in the Storm comics a little bit. What's going on with him?
And that's where we saw him. Dr. Voodoo has been in so he has been doing a lot in the Strange Academy, which was the academy that Dr. Strange had in New Orleans for all of the super powered kids that had a magical tint to their superpowers. But after Doom started ruling the Marvel Universe, that was shut down, and now there's a Doom Academy. So all of the students that were still present in the Strange Academy had to transfer over to the Doom Academy, and Dr. Voodoo is currently in
Liberia?
Haiti. No, Haiti, as seen in the Storm comics. So that's all I know about Dr. Voodoo for right now.
Okay. What's going on with Beta Ray Bill? Because I've seen ads or like I've seen coming up like a Battle of the Storm or something kind of crossover event. Yeah.
So Beta Ray Bill is supposed to be an invasion, but Beta Ray Bill was last seen in the Thor comic. He first was seen doing some wielding the hammer again when he was wielding Mjolnir again. No, he wielded Mjolnir again. It was him, Storm, Loki, everybody who wielded Mjolnir. They had to go up against the Utgard Thor, or Utgard. Who was Thor's father? Odin. Okay, the Utgard Odin or whatever. To defeat him, they all had to be there, and they all could only wield the hammer for 5 minutes, where they had to pass it.
Okay.
So he was last seen in a fighting capacity there. He was also seen in a non-fighting capacity in Thor, just being a background character to the plots going on there. So
okay, nice.
That's Beta Ray Bill.
With the wielding the hammer for only 5 minutes, is that like they were becoming unworthy after 5 minutes or something? What's going on?
No. The hammer's power would wear off. So he would have it, and then so they would wield it, and then they would give it to somebody else. So when somebody else had it, the 5 minute timer would start, and then
Mm.
their power start to wane.
And they was like toss it to somebody in
Mm-hmm.
the middle of the fight. Cool. That's cool. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to ask about that.
See, I'm not drunk.
Yeah, you're. I mean, you're still super knowledgeable.
I
Uh,
know.
can you tell me what's been going on with Psylocke?
Psylocke. Okay. Psylocke, of course, split between her and Betsy Braddock during the Krakoa era. So Psylocke is no longer Betsy Braddock. And do you know about that?
I
Psylocke?
didn't know about that.
Okay, so in the past, before Betsy Braddock's psyche went into this Asian lady that gave her all of the like martial arts stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
that person was Quanon. The original
Mm-hmm.
Psylocke is named Quanon.
Mm-hmm.
Kwannon.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
after
That a rank
Krakoa,
line?
no, that's
That's a
canon. Yeah.
okay.
So after Krakoa started, they were able to resurrect the original Quanon, who was the original Psylocke, to be in her own body. So they resurrected the original Quanon. They put Betsy's mind back into her body. So the
Back in the
original
planet body.
no, back in Betsy Braddock's body.
Got
Yeah, because Betsy is an English white woman.
it.
Quanon is a Asian person.
So the Asian Psylocke that we're used to seeing is actually Quanon.
Yes, that's
Mm.
correct.
Okay.
Okay. So now Betsy Braddock post Krakoa, because you know Krakoa fell,
Yep.
is in leagues with Gray Malkin. I think that's his name. Who is a
Mm-hmm.
villain who can change his cybernetics to
Uh-huh.
be any type of person. He's a villain, but they're in love. And she is a member of the Alaskan X-Men.
Oh, X-Men in
So
Alaska.
yeah, so
What are you doing up there?
the X-Men in Alaska are currently facing another group of X-Men that's led by Cassandra Nova,
Mm-hmm.
who is Professor Xavier's twin in the womb.
Mm-hmm. Evil twin.
So they are fighting them currently. Of course, they defeated them, but there is another. Um, I'm trying to pull up all this information in the depths of my brain, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not.
You're doing a great job.
So, so they are fighting them. They easily defeated them, but they are. There is a human who is their leader who is going to their base while Magneto is fighting a big kaiju monster who with a sentinel.
Mm.
And the only person who is in the base is
Magneto is teamed up with a Sentinel. A Sentinel.
no. Yes. Yes. He's not teamed up with them, he's controlling it.
Mm-hmm.
The only person in the base that can fight them is Beast and Glob, and that's how the story ended. But
Mm-hmm.
and Quanon Psylocke is a member of that team. She also has her own comic book, and
Mm.
she had just defeated this not a mutant, but he was a human who was deformed who um spliced a lot of animals together, and he was trying to
Oh.
splice Psylocke with some animals. And now Psylocke is possessed by something, and
Mm.
she went to the New Orleans X-Men to
Mm-hmm.
find out what she was possessed by. And because the New Orleans X-Men has this new member who is like dead. Like
Mm.
I think his power is he can become dead and alive or
Wow.
something. So she went to the New Orleans X-Men to find her, to find him, talk to him, see what's going on between him and Magic. And now she's in Japan to find her long lost daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's Psylocke.
Oh, nice. So, and what's Bessie Braddock doing? I think might have cut you off when you was about to go into it.
Right. Bessie Braddock is a member of the X Force, which is led by Forge,
Right.
who is this is hard to Marcus. I'm using like all of my um resources here. Okay, Bessie Braddock is a member of the X Force, who's led by Forge, who is trying to stop all these portals from opening. And so they have and Betsy is in a relationship with Rachel Gray, who is Jean Grey and Psylocke's alternative dimensions daughter.
Hmm. Wait,
So
Jean Grey and Psylocke alternative
no,
dimension?
Jean Grey and Scott. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Cyclops.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cyclops.
I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's their alternative dimensions daughter. And
So
yeah.
the X-Men that you mentioned who can become dead, is that Trinity?
No. The
Mm.
X-Men that I mentioned is a brand new X-Men. It's like him and three other people that just started when the Uncanny X-Men comic started. So they are
Mm.
brand new. And I think this comic book is written by Gail Simone.
Okay.
So she made up these people and they're brand new to X-Men universe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an Uncanny?
Hmm.
Okay. What issue, if you can remember?
Well, he started out issue one.
Oh, this is a
And
new run of Uncanny.
yes, a
Okay.
new run that is post Krakoa.
I think I'm reading that. Okay. Or
You're reading that?
maybe I haven't started Uncanny yet. I think I started what is the other adjective X-Men that they have running now? Is it just new X-Men?
Excalibur, not Excalibur, exceptional.
Not that one. No, I think I'm reading Uncanny and I'm reading adjectiveless X-Men.
So you and Kenny is in New Orleans, right?
I haven't started it yet.
Okay.
Started adjectiveless X-Men.
So you're not reading it. You just are
I am going
collecting.
to read it. Correct. Yeah, I stand
Okay.
correct. I'm going to read it. Okay, okay, okay. Um, Tell me about my boy Nightcrawler, man. Or
Nightcrawler,
are we only doing Marvel people, or can I ask about DC people
you
too?
can ask about anybody in comics 'cause I read everything.
Gotcha.
So Nightcrawler is a part of the New Orleans X-Men, the
Hmm.
Uncanny X-Men. That team is like the old members are Rogue, Gambit, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine.
Hmm.
So Nightcrawler is a part of that. Nightcrawler hasn't really been doing much, no real big story beats, but
Hmm.
Nightcrawler has been a huge part of that team, rescuing people and stuff like that. So no real big story beats on Nightcrawler's story, but Krakoa, the end of Krakoa saw Nightcrawler and Mystique having a big revelation with Mystique finally figuring out that she was the well, not the sperm donor, but the what's sperm donor for Nightcrawler implanted in Destiny.
And
So,
when you say implanted, you make it sound like they didn't have sex, but they was fucking.
they were having sex, but
He was conceived traditionally,
kinda
as traditionally as
as
she.
traditionally as can be, because Mystique powers were expanded, or they were figured out to be that she can copy the DNA of
Hmm.
somebody, and Mystique cannot conceive, but she can impregnate, which she did with her. And
Hmm.
then somehow Destiny put Nightcrawler back into Mystique,
Hmm.
and um
And Mystique delivered.
Mystique delivered.
Hmm.
Correct.
Jared, would you want that? Would you want a partner who could change their genitalia?
No, I would not.
Mm. Strictly dickly.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've answered that before, Demarcus.
Hmm. I didn't recall.
You don't listen. So,
Mm.
what
Uh,
is the next person?
the next person, Flatline.
Flatline.
Yeah, from let's see, this DC character from Robin, Lazarus Planet, and Lazarus Planet.
Flatline?
Yeah, like you told me to do like some lesser known people.
That may be too less alone.
Okay,
For
okay.
me, hold on. Let me see if I know who Flatline is.
Hmm.
Um, Flatline. Let's see, who is this? Okay, let me type in comic. That's Robin's new boo. Yeah, that's
Mm.
Robin's new boo. So Robin, what's his name? It's not Dick Grayson. It's not um it's Batman's actual son. See, DeMarcus, you have me drinking so hard that I don't know who who Batman's actual son is. Dick
Damien.
Grayson, Damian, Damian,
Hmm.
Damian Wayne. So Damian Wayne had a boo that he met on Skull Island, which was a during a tournament that they could not die from.
Mm.
So he met this boo there. And then they kindled up this little relationship going on. So
Mm.
Flatline just came back in the comic in Batman and Robin. I'm not really current on Batman and Robin, but
Mm.
Flatline just came back in Batman and Robin,
Mm.
and did some hijinks, did some stuff, solved the crime with them, and yeah, their relationship is still going strong. But that's Damien's boo.
Okay, nice, cute. Um, do. Have you heard of City Boy?
City Boy, who is that?
He appears in like the action comics, the DC's action comics, and he can speak to cities themselves.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. He was in his own little comic
Hmm.
where and it was really this nice little thing, and I thought he was gonna be bigger, but it
Hmm.
wasn't bigger than what it is. Like he hasn't shown up since his own little comic, and he can talk to the cities themselves. It was like a introductory comic, kind of, but
Hmm.
yeah, he hasn't showed up since then, and he had this thing with his father where he was, trying to reconcile or something with his father,
Hmm.
and he did reconcile, but nothing really came of that. He hasn't been seen since. So yeah, that's City
Yeah,
Boy.
he said. I mean, well, yeah, like I know he was like part of like a mini series or something like that. DC was doing like the We Are
Yeah,
Legends.
yeah, City Boy miniseries.
Mm.
And I
City
read it.
Boy.
I liked it.
City Boy. Have you seen that meme? Have you seen that reel?
I mean, kind of.
Mm, how about looking for some more names. I got a little list here.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm, Dr. Spectrum. Jumping back to Marvel real quick.
oh, Photon. So Photon's in a relationship with Blue Marvel.
Dr. Spectrum, Dr. Botter, the Ultimate Universe. He's the
Okay.
reimagined version of the Squadron Supreme guy.
Hold on, let me see if I can see what he looks like. I don't know who this person is.
He like,
Dr. Oh, Dr. Spectrum. Yeah, I don't really know much about him. Dr. Spectrum was always like a minor character. No real big plot points with him that I
it's like
know of,
it's
but
like a
he
little.
was always just a minor character that was just, you know, trying to trying to follow Hyperion's rule.
Mhm.
So nothing.
Tell me about uh Fire from Beatrice da Costa from the Fire and Ice series.
Right. So fire and ice. So after the thing with Waller,
Mhm. What
when
was the thing with Waller? You got to give us the context.
so Waller um uh took all the superheroes' powers and
What?
then yeah, like this is when Superman got shot and
Mm.
he fell.
Mm-hmm.
So she took all of superheroes' powers, was getting all their powers via Amazo robots. So when
Mm-hmm.
that was done, all the
So
powers got
she had the powers, or did she just have them?
no, she was just so the Amazo robots had the powers.
Okay, but she's controlling the amazing robot.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So after that incident, when the Amazo robots were all destroyed, all the
Oh,
powers
there was
got
more than
mixed.
one. She had an amazing army.
Yeah, she had a Amazo army.
Okay.
So all the powers got mixed up. So
Mm-hmm.
um like Lois Lane got
Mm-hmm.
you will bow to cord cord corn all will bow to corn corn hold on let me see what his name is. Superman, what's his name? Cord, all will bow to cord. What is it? No, it's not cord.
Is it Lord? All about to Lord? No.
No, it starts with a K. Like it's a K. It's a K on his. It's a K symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, to cord. It's cord.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
General Zod. All we're about to
You said it's a
Zod.
K, fool. And because that's what I was thinking. I was like, all about to Zod. I was like, I mean, but he said it's a K, so it can't be Zod.
I will bow to Zod. You're pissing me off the
Nah, you pissing yourself off now.
mark. So all we're about to Zod. So Lois Lane got Zod's powers. And
Mm.
he's out in space on his own planet. But he got kicked out of his own planet by his wife. So he's looking for something else to do. So he's in space. Like he hijacked um this spatial prison ship thing. So
Mhm.
he's in charge of that. He hijacked that, and now his powers were sent to Lois Lane's.
Mhm.
Lois Lane no longer has his powers. That was very recent. But who's the original person we're talking about?
Fire.
Fire, yes. So fire and ice, their powers got switched.
Mm.
So fire has ice powers, ice has fire powers. So fire wants her powers back. She reaches into Zatanna's hat, finds a monkey's paw, and says that she wants to be in her body. So then fire is in Ice's power with fire's powers. No, fire is in Ice's body with fire powers. And then ice is in fire's body with Ice's powers currently.
Mm.
And they are both um, in an island off of Smallville
Mhm.
inside of a beauty shop with,
I thought Smallville was in the middle of like Kansas or something.
look, don't ask questions. They
That's
said
the
it
whole
was
point of this episode for me to ask about these heroes.
they said it was an island or something. I
Mhm.
don't know. But they're in there with Gorilla Grodd's sister, who is has telekinesis.
Mm.
And Gorilla Grodd is hunting for her sister. And fire is in Ice's body with fire powers, and ice is in fire's body with ice powers currently.
Hmm.
So that's fire and ice.
All right.
What are you eating?
Chips. Okay. So are they pretty new?
Yes. So this fire and ice series is very new. Like,
Mm.
I just read them on the other day.
Oh, all of it. Tell us about the series. What is it like?
So no, the series is only like 2 or 3 issues deep.
Oh, so it just started.
Hmm.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be like ongoing? Is it like a limited series, mini series?
Probably until this whole catastrophe is worked out. Cause like even like the Martian Manhunter's telepathy
Mm-hmm.
is inside of Grog right now. So Grog
Mm-hmm.
has used the Martian Manhunter's telepathy and live wire to
Mm-hmm.
go back in time to find the original um Legion of Doom, to find the original Legion of Doom and get them to, bother the heroes of the present.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because after the Waller thing, when she had
Huh.
got everybody's superpowers, Superman and Batman decided that superheroes need to be connected. So all of superhero dumb is now a Legion of Justice member, and they are out in space in the satellite.
You said all the superheroes. What now?
All of superhero dumb, like everybody who has superpowers that fights for good.
Okay.
Like even Killer Frost was a superhero. Like she even has the card. Even Killer Frost
Mm.
has the card.
And what's the organization called now?
Justice League.
Oh, everyone's a part of the Justice League now. All the superheroes.
Yeah.
All of the powered people, I suppose. So
Yeah.
not, yeah. Okay. What is the question doing? You said I remember we talked about them before, and the question's a woman now.
Yes. Renee.
Mm-hmm.
Renee, Renee is currently the commissioner in Gotham City.
Oh.
And she is now also the question who is now the ex of Batwoman, who is
Because she asked
the
too many questions.
shut up, Demarcus. But Batwoman is the Batwoman wears the red and the wig.
Mm-hmm.
So she is currently on the ship, and I haven't read the last issue yet.
Mm-hmm.
She is currently on the Justice League satellite
Mm-hmm.
as the person who keeps in control of the order. So if anything
Right.
goes wrong, she's on it. So currently, I don't know what his name was. Um, uh, let me see if I can find his name. Uh, I don't know. Um,
I named the question.
Superman. You know who was Superman's cyborg? Hank Henshaw. Like what's Hank Henshaw? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what his super villain name is. He's like a cyborg Superman, but he is currently hijacked the watchtower in the sky,
Oh.
and he is also hijacked the people in the watchtower to make them fight each other, except for the Question, Batwoman, and uh, some other people.
Okay.
So I haven't read the last issue yet, but they are currently trying to stop Cyborg Superman and his antics.
Okay. Okay. All right. One more. I think we gotta have one more, Jerry. Then we gotta start wrapping it up. Um. So, Jerry, how about you tell us who you're most excited to read about month to month, or tell us who we should start reading about that we probably don't.
The answer to both those questions is Storm. Answer my question, Storm.
Wait, out of Bios Storm.
Morewa is doing some amazing
Did you
things
see he
with
was on another podcast?
I did.
I feel cheated on.
I didn't listen to the podcast though. Did you listen to it?
I feel infidelity.
Why is your arm so big?
Cause I've been working out, bro.
Mm. I don't feel that way. Morewa has got a whole comic book series too. And you know, a lot of people are saying with his comic book that you know, because it's such great. Did you read the last issue?
Not yet.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. It is such grand ideas from Limbo is
Mhm.
in that issue all the way to Cosmic. And I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin.
Okay.
But uh, what he did with the FBI, because did you read the not the last issue, but the second to last issue?
Mm,
Because what he did with the FBI is so amazing. I never thought of that.
no, I haven't the last one I read was the one where all the Thunder guys were showing up.
Yeah, I never thought of what he did with the FBI.
Mhm.
You have got to read that because it's so intelligent. Like, of course, the American government system would employ blah, blah, blah to the FBI.
Right.
Of course. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
But then in the last issue with it goes from limbo to outer space. And when at like the last page is somebody that goes even beyond the one above all in terms of power. And what people
Mm.
are saying is that, you know, white people are
Mm.
saying that why is he doing all this with Storm when Jean Grey has a current comic book out and none of this stuff is happening in the Jean Grey comic and blah, blah, blah. No, you can't be jealous when Moreira is writing the most fantastic, spectacular book on comic book shelves, and you are like, this white woman has to be more grander than this black woman? No, it doesn't happen like that. So, to answer both your questions, it's Storm. It's
Mm.
the Storm comic book. And it's so grand. But the first page of the last comic book, she's behind bars. And I'm like,
Storm is?
she is behind bars.
But you know, if Storm is behind bars is because she wanna be.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody holding her
Ain't
captive.
nobody holding her, but just that image of
Mm.
Storm with her braids, and then like the end of her braids aren't her white. So you know that she had to weave something in her braids because you know the end of the last issue she cut her hair.
Mm.
So you know she weaves some black girl black into her
Mm.
braids
And
because
you know, whenever a girl cut her hair, that means she about to go through a massive change.
I saw Mulan.
Mhm.
But yeah, to answer both those questions, Storm. It's
Okay.
definitely Storm. Everybody needs to be reading Storm. Everybody needs to be loving Storm. And
Do you have a question for us? I have a question. That's why I'm asking.
oh yeah. I mean I was talking, but I guess I'm finished talking. But
Sit
yeah,
on
you can
that.
ask your
Sit down.
question.
Let me see
You
if I
can
can
ask your
pull it up
question.
without it making a whole bunch of noise.
Yes. DeMarcus.
Mhm. You junkie? A little junkie? Say it again.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the question?
So, I, 38 male, have been in a sexual relationship where we both get to explore new things with each other. And this question is coming from Tawana Monique on Instagram.
Okay.
Um, at Tawana_Monique. If you want to go check out some of her Monday confessionals.
Gotcha.
I, 38 male, have been in a sexual relationship where we both get to explore new things with each other. We're pretty open minded, and I've let her peg me, which led to her using huge strap ons on me.
Mm.
She now wants to fist me, but I'm not cool with that. How do I tell her no at the risk of losing my little freak?
If you told us no, why can't you tell her no? Like he just told us no, but he can't tell her no. The person who was actually sticking her fist into his bum, and he can't tell her, okay, wait, I have some exceptions to this. Like, if you can't talk to her, why are you having sex with her? Like, that's just stupid. That's dumb. You can't talk to her, but you're letting her stick her whole fist inside of you?
No, he doesn't want that. He's let her peg him though, and but I agree with you, Jared. Like how you fucking somebody and scared to tell them no, like
Exactly.
because absolutely not.
Would you let somebody fist you?
No,
What if you
unless they
love them?
unless they're trying to wrap their fist around my dick.
No.
That's the only fisting I will accept.
No. Putting no. That's called jacking you off. What if she's trying to put her fist inside of your bum?
I'm not having that.
Why not?
Have you
It's
been fisted?
supposed to. No, I would never do that.
Then why the fuck are you asking me?
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
And I'm not that folk.
Well, we have a
I
friend
ain't,
that's
I
done
ain't that
that
folk, and
before.
I ain't that, and I ain't that different.
Well, we have a friend that's done that before.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Mm,
Did you see it?
absolutely not.
Oh.
Yeah. All
I
right,
I just I don't know. I worry for him sometimes. That's not
I
good.
don't. Let that man use it.
Putting a fist inside you like a punch isn't that's not good. I know, right? That's not good.
It's probably much more gentle than that, Jared.
It's never happened to me, so I don't know, but I don't know. That can't be good. Like that can't feel good because already like a penis doesn't feel comfortable.
Mm.
It's like, a foreign object going inside your body. Doesn't feel comfortable.
Jared, are you really the one to say that? Are you the one? Is that the? Are you really the one we need at the forefront of that platform? That penises are uncomfortable in your behind?
Wait, what are you
Is that what
getting
you're
at?
saying? I guess let me clarify what you're saying. Are you saying that? Are you saying that penises are uncomfortable in your butt?
Yes, they don't belong in there, Demarcus.
Okay, that's not your main your main mode of sexual intercourse,
Demarcus.
Jared. Because that would be like me saying like, oh, like sticking your dick in vaginas. I don't like it. It's kind of uncomfortable, but I do it all the time.
Demarcus, as I said, penises are not supposed to go in bum holes. But the erogenous zone for men is in the bum hole. So you have to get
Yeah.
over the uncomfortability to find the pleasure.
I'm okay where I am. I find enough pleasure in my life.
I wasn't asking you. You asked me.
You wanna do one more question?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I, 33-year-old female, dated my ex 9 years. He proposed to his sideline, now his wife, less than a year after we split up. 6 years later, his homeboy is trying to shoot his shot. Says that he was always into me but had to fall back because of my ex. Should I give him a chance? Would I be wrong? And yes, they are still friends.
Yes.
Yes, she should give him a chance.
Yeah.
But she dated the homeboy for 9 years.
So? And I hate that. What does that mean?
Yeah. I feel like I agree with you there. And I very much had that attitude like growing up. Until I met enough people that were like, no, you shouldn't like date folks, you know. And I really think that's a woman centric mindset. Um, because most of when I think back on it, most of the times where I've heard like, oh, I'm not dating nobody my friend is dated, is coming from a woman. Because dudes, men, don't give a fuck. Like I've dated a girl that my friends have dated. Um, I've been dating a girl at the same time that a friend of mine was also going on dates with her.
Yeah,
Cause he
who's that?
It was when I found out, it was hilarious because me and him we was like we it was like a budding new friendship. We was like working out together or whatever, and he was just like, "Yeah, man, I met this girl. You know, she's like hella dope, bro. She's and he was just telling me about her, and he was like, oh, like she's like into like public service or something like that. And like the more he talked, I was like, wait a minute, this woman sounds familiar. I was like, what's the girl's name? And then he said her name, and I was like, yo, I was like, I'm stroking that bitch. I was like, you out here taking her on dates, and I'm digging her out at night.
So then what was his reaction?
I didn't tell him immediately. But I did eventually. I was just like, hey, look, man. I was like, I'm also talking to her too. I was like, I ain't telling you to back off or that you ain't got to talk to her. I'm just letting you know there's other players in the game.
Mm,
And I think he like talked to her for a little bit longer, for a little bit more, and then was like, I'm good.
cool. Well, Demarcus, that seems like it's the end of our show.
Yeah.
You can email all your questions to blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. You can follow us on Spill, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Threads at Black Geek Energy. You can follow us on Twitter at BGE_pod. And you can listen to me play Marvel 1619.
I started listening to that.
Oh,
hmm
and what you think?
Um, I'm still like pretty close to the beginning, so it's like a little slow, but it's not bad.
So I haven't came in yet.
I mean, you're there, you're around. Um, but I like the people that they're playing with. Like there's one person who I guess is kind of like using like an African accent, and I really enjoy that one.
Well, they all are. They're not. Nobody's from Africa.
hmm
They're all Wakandian.
Wakandan
So,
accent.
so you haven't gotten to my character yet. That's what you're saying.
You've talked about your character, and I guess they like done stuff. It's hard for me to remember. I haven't listened in a while.
Okay, Demarcus. Well, we just recorded our second episode last night actually. So
Oh,
and it was our first battle scene. We fought against the rhino. So if you
oh,
wanna yeah, if you wanna hear us fight, if you wanna see the magnificence of life, um, tune in there. And
okay.
Demarcus said you also know that we had a Patreon.
Oh, I did. Did you know that Ooh, okay, Jared? Did you know that we accept uh Venmo, Cash App, and it's only $3 a month for the Patreon? We do not accept nipple rubs as a form of payment.
Well,
I don't know.
I can rub the nipple.
I don't want to do
Well,
it.
if I can rub the nipple, I may accept that as a payment, but
Well, you heard it here, folks. Jared will pay your 10 cents a day for the Patreon. You let him rub them nipples.
I definitely will. I definitely will.
And he doing a full 4 finger rub down.
Yep, forefinger and the thumb.
And the thumb. God,
All right, Demarcus. So, any final words?
um, I love these episodes because we get to hear a lot about what's going on in current comics. Jared's super knowledgeable. He gets to like strut his brain around. And we get to learn some like comics that we want to jump into. So there's a lot of heroes out there, more being created every day, and go out there, buy comics, read the stories, and buy comics specifically that feature new heroes that are not like your big names like Superman, Batman, Aquaman, The Flash, um, Iron Man, Captain America. Buy like Riri Williams. Buy Fire and Ice. Like let's get some young folks. Let's get some new blood in the big five.
Right. And that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of Black Geek Energy. I don't know how many shots I took.
Yeah, like
I
six,
don't.
7.
But we're gonna continue taking shots on throughout our Patreon, which you need to go ahead and record.
Mhm.
So let's end this right now. Thank you for joining us on Black
Put your damn tongue in your mouth.
Geek Energy.
BGE out.